Hey Cowboys Nation! Today we need to dig into something that's been simmering behind the scenes for a while now. Football coverage has changed dramatically over the years. And if you follow America's team, it's impossible to ignore how these shifts affect the way fans perceive the Dallas Cowboys for too long. Media coverage has focused more on sensationalism than the actual sport. There are voices out there that thrive on negativity, conflict, and drama, and unfortunately, that energy often overshadows what really happens on the field. Fans are left navigating narratives that are more about generating engagement than reflecting reality, where opinions masquerade as insight and criticism is disguised as reporting. This isn't just casual chatter. This comes from those whose job is supposed to inform, analyze, and educate, yet far too often, what they provide does the opposite. We've reached a point where accountability in sports media is being questioned, and rightly so. Simple acts of positivity or encouragement can be twisted into controversy, while legitimate news and insight are sometimes ignored because they do not fit a pre-constructed narrative. Consider a reporter attempting to highlight a player's resilience after a tough game. The intent is often to showcase the human side of football, to recognize effort and progress, yet, instead of appreciation, it often sparks criticism, ridicule, or misinterpretation. Ironically, the same reporters have spent years asking hollow questions that add little value, yet they are quick to cast judgment when someone tries to introduce optimism into the conversation. This trend has been especially visible within the Cowboys community. Certain reporters and content creators seem less invested in sports coverage itself and more in creating content that stirs drama. They know that frustration fuels clicks, anger spreads quickly, and controversy keeps audiences engaged. But this approach doesn't serve fans, it exploits them. True sports journalism should inform, provide context, and elevate understanding of the game and the team. It should highlight strategy, performance, and growth rather than manufacture narratives designed to distract from what's actually happening on the field. The difference between reporting that enlightens and content that manipulates has never been clearer for Cowboys fans. The pattern is not limited to one team. It's a league-wide issue. Sports are meant to unite, to bring joy, excitement, and a sense of community, yet many outlets treat football as if it were a battlefield, where positivity is unwelcome and enthusiasm is criticized. The effect is palpable. Fans can sense when a report is genuine versus when it is contrived for dramatic effect. In the world of the Cowboys, this divide between constructive and destructive reporting becomes starkly apparent when the team executes well, makes smart decisions, or players achieve milestones. Some coverage fails to celebrate or analyze it, criticizes, undermines subtly, or outright dismisses accomplishments. It's as though fan pride and excitement are threats to the narrative. Some insist on pushing moments that should generate shared joy, instead invite skepticism or negativity. Looking closer at how these dynamics play out, we see how easily the narrative can be skewed. Many reporters have built reputations by exaggerating minor conflicts, framing ordinary locker room disagreements as crises, or elevating mundane interactions into scandalous stories. But anyone familiar with team dynamics knows that tension and spirited discussion are normal parts of building cohesion. Representing these moments as extraordinary problems distorts reality and fosters an environment where fans, rather than enjoying the sport, must navigate misleading interpretations. The damage isn't minor. Misrepresentation shapes public perception and can breed unnecessary cynicism among loyal supporters who simply want to engage with their team authentically. Fortunately, a counter-movement is emerging. Independent content creators are beginning to provide coverage grounded in reality, emphasizing accuracy, genuine analysis, and thoughtful commentary. These voices show that fans have alternatives to sensationalism. They report developments, assess strategy, and offer context without manufacturing drama, helping the community reclaim its perspective. By supporting reporting that prioritizes substance over spectacle, fans can take an active role in shaping the narrative around the Cowboys, emphasizing insight over conflict and encouraging media that elevates rather than manipulates. Positive reporting also has tangible effects on perception. When players, coaches, or commentators handle challenges with composure, humility, and professionalism, it highlights the human side of football. Those moments allow fans to see beyond the statistics and results, connecting with the resilience, leadership, and dedication that make football more than a game. It becomes a shared experience. Unfortunately, coverage often overlooks these instances in favor of negativity. Celebrating achievements while maintaining accountability transforms how fans experience following the team, promoting growth, enjoyment, and a stronger sense of community rather than frustration and cynicism. Fans themselves play a crucial role in shaping this ecosystem. Every time content is shared, engaged with, or amplified, attention is cast as a vote for what dominates the conversation. Sensationalist coverage thrives when fans react to it, grunting at influence. Conversely, prioritizing content that focuses on analysis, strategy, and context helps create a more constructive environment. Understanding the implications of these choices empowers the Cowboys community to elevate voices that contribute meaningfully to understanding the team while minimizing the reach of content designed purely for drama. A prime example of this is coverage surrounding trades, signings, and team decisions. It's common to see exaggerated reporting that twists straightforward transactions into chaotic drama. A contract signing, draft pick, or trade can be turned into speculation about locker room turmoil or organizational instability, overshadowing the actual impact and significance. Fans seeking clarity are often left frustrated and misinformed. In contrast, thoughtful analysis that contextualizes moves, evaluates implications for team chemistry, and explains the strategic reasoning behind decisions provides real value. This type of reporting educates, empowers, and strengthens the fan base, fostering deeper understanding and appreciation for the sport. Continuing the conversation, it's impossible to ignore how media narratives directly influence the perception of players themselves. Every athlete on the Dallas Cowboys roster is more than a statistic or a highlight reel. They are individuals navigating pressure, expectations, and the highs and lows of a long season. When routine actions, mistakes, or interviews are magnified into dramatic stories, it creates unnecessary tension both for the players and for the fans. Locker room dynamics, coaching decisions, and personal growth are often oversimplified or misrepresented, leaving audiences with a distorted picture of what is truly happening behind the scenes. These exaggerated narratives can overshadow the progress and leadership that exists within the team, reducing complex human experiences to misleading headlines and shallow soundbites. Independent content creators are emerging as vital voices in counteracting this trend. Unlike traditional media, they are not bound by corporate agendas or the need to generate clicks through controversy. These creators have the flexibility to break down plays, analyze team strategies, and offer insight into off-season plans without turning every topic into a scandal. They can highlight player development, discuss coaching decisions with nuance, and explore how individual contributions affect the team's overall performance. This type of reporting not only informs but energizes fans, creating a sense of participation and connection with the team that traditional coverage often misses. It bridges the gap between the on-field action and the fan community, fostering engagement built on knowledge and genuine enthusiasm rather than manufactured drama. The power of positivity in reporting should not be underestimated. Celebrating well-executed plays, smart strategic decisions, and exceptional individual performances reinforces a healthy feedback loop that benefits players, the team, and the fan base. When achievements are recognized, fans feel more connected, and the sense of pride in the team grows. Yet, in today's media climate, these moments are frequently minimized or overshadowed by narratives that emphasize what went wrong or what might go wrong next. By prioritizing positive developments alongside honest accountability, reporting can inspire confidence and enjoyment, transforming how fans experience each game and each season. It encourages a culture that values growth and effort rather than one dominated by cynicism and criticism. Historical context also plays a crucial role in shaping media coverage and fan perception. The Dallas Cowboys have an unparalleled legacy, filled with championships, iconic players, and unforgettable moments. Modern reporting sometimes fails to honor that legacy while also appreciating the present. Instead, it can trap fans in the past, comparing today's roster to historical icons or framing every decision against the backdrop of previous triumphs and failures. This approach undermines the progress of the current team, reducing accomplishments to temporary victories or luck-driven moments. Fans deserve coverage that respects history but also evaluates the present realistically, highlighting the growth, innovation, and resilience that define the team today. Emotion is another critical factor in shaping how fans consume content. Passionate supporters invest deeply in their team, and that emotional energy can be easily manipulated. by sensationalist reporting, when media outlets spin ordinary events into crises or emphasize minor conflicts. It diverts the fan base's attention from celebrating the team to defending it over time. This fosters a culture of suspicion, skepticism, and defensiveness, where the joy of following the Cowboys is overshadowed by constant evaluation and critique. Content that prioritizes substance over spectacle helps redirect that energy toward understanding the team, appreciating achievements, and engaging in meaningful discussion. Fans gain a sense of empowerment and clarity, knowing that their attention is aligned with insight rather than drama. One of the clearest illustrations of this is the analysis of in-season strategy and player performance. Instead of dissecting every mistake as a reflection of broader systemic failure, thoughtful reporting explains the context behind decisions, adjustments made during games, and how individual performances contribute to team objectives. This type of analysis allows fans to see the bigger picture, understand the challenges the team faces, and appreciate the skills, intelligence, and effort involved in achieving success. By framing performance within context, rather than sensationalizing minor setbacks, reporting elevates the fan experience and encourages a deeper understanding of football as both a sport and a strategic endeavor. Fan engagement also has a direct impact on shaping narratives. Every interaction, likes, shares, comments, and discussion affects which stories gain traction. When sensationalist content dominates engagement, it is amplified, giving those narratives undue influence. Conversely, when fans engage with factual, insightful, and thoughtful reporting, it sends a clear signal that substance matters more than hype. This collective responsibility helps elevate voices that add value to the discussion, while diminishing the impact of those who rely on drama and conflict. By choosing where to focus attention, the Cowboys community can cultivate a media environment that prioritizes integrity, context, and meaningful insight. Reinforcing a culture of informed fandom, the effects extend beyond perception and engagement. They shape culture. The way reporting frames the team influences how fans interact with each other, how they relate to the organization, and even how players perceive their own environment. Negative or sensationalized coverage breeds division, resentment, and unnecessary tension, while coverage grounded in accuracy, context, and thoughtful analysis builds pride, trust, and unity. For a franchise with as rich a history as the Dallas Cowboys, the implications of media representation are significant. The legacy of the team is not just in championships or star players, it is also in how fans experience, discuss, and celebrate the sport. Ensuring that the conversation is informed, fair, and constructive strengthens the culture around the team and enhances the shared experience of football. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News. Drop a like and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. Whispers have been circulating throughout the league, but sources close to the organization hint at what could be the most shocking move of the season. Trevor Lawrence, the young star quarterback who has captured the attention of fans and analysts alike, may be heading to the Dallas Cowboys, while the team has yet to confirm anything officially. Insiders say discussions have been intense, and that excitement within the Cowboys ranks is palpable. Fans of the Cowboys have been dreaming of a franchise quarterback to lead the team back to glory. Lawrence fits that mold perfectly, known for his poise in the pocket, laser-accurate passes, and uncanny ability to remain calm under pressure. He has consistently been compared to some of the league's greatest. The mere possibility of him donning the iconic silver and blue has already sent social media into a frenzy, with speculation about how he might mesh with the current roster dominating forums and sports talk shows alike. While the financial and logistical hurdles of such a move are significant, insiders suggest that both the Cowboys front office and Lawrence's representatives have been exploring every angle. The organization's hunger for a transformative talent appears to be matched only by Lawrence's ambition to prove himself on one of football's biggest stages. Rumors suggest that if this deal comes to fruition, it could alter the landscape of the league, reigniting debates about who truly holds the upper hand in the NFC. Teammates, too, are reportedly buzzing at the prospect. The locker room atmosphere, already vibrant, is said to be electric. At the mere idea of welcoming a quarterback of Lawrence's caliber, analysts are predicting a domino effect across the league, from draft strategies to trade rumors, all hanging on whether the superstar will officially join the Cowboys' ranks. Though nothing is set in stone, the rumor alone has captured the imagination of fans and pundits alike. Could this be the start of a new era in Dallas? The excitement is undeniable. And even if negotiations stall, the conversation around Trevor Lawrence and the Cowboys has already become one of the most compelling storylines of the season. The city is buzzing, the stadium dreams are growing. And one thing is clear, if Lawrence arrives, the Cowboys' future suddenly looks brighter than ever. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.